Today we're in Amherst, Massachusetts, and we're at the North Amherst Cemetery. And this cemetery was started by Amherst in 1813 because they realized they needed a couple more cemeteries in town. So they started the North Cemetery and the South Cemetery. Both of them are somewhat near churches. This one is near the North Congregational Church in North Amherst. And we're before the gravestone of William Hunt. And he might have been born in about 1796. But he quickly became very interested in philosophy and theology. And he went to college at Williams College to study theology at the Theological Seminary in Andover. And then he became the pastor of the Congregational Church in North Amherst, right, in 1827. And he died in office in 1837, so only 10 years being a pastor, and then he died. His wife, Carolyn, is buried next to him, but her gravestone has collapsed and fallen to the ground, and it's at his right-hand side. Now, very interesting in this area also, behind it, is a family tomb, and this was made to be a one-family tomb. It's not that he took over a town tomb. And that's the family of the King family, Peter King and his wife Abigail and their son Peter King Jr. are buried in there. So 3 burials inside of there. Notice the door is just barely big enough to be able to fit a coffin. And it's a very unique look. Not many people are buried in such a way. Now in front of that post belongs to the Reverend, and you're going to see a few families here with posts around their family gravestones. We're going to drive around now the whole cemetery, and I'll talk about some of the features. Alright, so thanks for listening to that start of this tour around the North Amherst Cemetery. And it's a cemetery from 1813. The age of the brownstone tablet gravestones is gone by 1810. So you don't find anything in this cemetery. You find marble, and lots and lots of marble, because the age of the marble is from about 1810 to about 1890. And so a lot of marble gravestones. Then began the age of the gravestones that were made by national production methods, including some Sears Roebuck's gravestones. Okay, so we're going back toward where the modern part is now. And this is still an active cemetery. It models itself after one in South Amherst. They're built pretty much the same time. And it's not a churchyard cemetery, but both of these are close to churchyards. Alright, so we're coming towards the back. Okay, and some of these modern ones back here, some have nice made with stones, so they're trying to make it look original compared to other possible looks. Okay, and you can see a sharp difference between the modern and the old. And you can tell by this interior road here that this used to be the original back of the cemetery. This area right through here, and it was expanded by land acquisition. It's the same with the South Amherst Cemetery. And we're going back to the Marble Age, and there's a lot of obelisks too, and during that age many marble obelisks were made. I see in the cemetery a couple of brownstone obelisks. Those came very early on in the 1800s. Okay, so we're going right down the middle of the cemetery this time, and you can see a lot of signatures on some of these, and the ones that are stout are called pedestal gravestones, and then very quickly it goes from that area of the limestone, and again it goes quickly into the modern again. And for this last pass through, we'll finally go into a dirt road and see what that's like. Okay, now on the right hand side we see a whole family with a pedestal gravestones, and I can notice by the color of them, there's a Sears Roebuck ones, and Sears Roebuck made enough that they covered like 30 pages of their catalog with just gravestones, and so they must have been selling about 100 different styles of gravestones. But that's the way it became. After about 1890, it left the marble era and went into a new era where they're all mass produced. Okay, so thanks for coming on this tour.